Alright guys, this message is for my Geminis. Again, I wanted to do another message because I got something very specific as I was editing that first video. You can maybe watch that first video if you guys didn't watch it yet and tell me if maybe that goes with this video. This could be an extension, or it could just be an entirely different message for another group of Geminis or cross-watchers. It's really hot in here, so if I seem like I'm struggling to talk, I am. It's because it's like super freaking hot. It's smoldering hot. I feel like I'm in a sauna. Someone's gonna try to do something really clever here. They're mentally right now, they're scheming up a plan. Like, I'm gonna use an example. My nose is itching really bad. That's how I know I'm onto something. Every time it itches, like where I want to rip my nose off, that is one, for me anyway, that's like, yes, you're right on point. Let's say, I'm hearing run away together. Let's say you guys, there's a younger couple here, right? And they are just dying to be together. And it's, for whatever reason, they're just not allowed to be together during this time. And maybe there's like really good reasons for this, you know? I'm using minors as an example just because adults, like, what's going to stop an adult? You know, minors may get stopped, but they can also try to go against it. And I sense that here. So let's say somebody here is like scheming up a plan mentally, whether they're doing it with the person they want to be with or not yet, I don't know, but mentally they're like, I'm going to get her pregnant. I'm going to ask her to marry me. We're going to run away together. If I saved $100 a month, we could get this place, or we could probably move in with my buddies. You know what I mean? Like, since I can't see her and her mom or dad says no or whatever, then I'm going to make a way or whatever. This could be entirely reversed. Some might say this is cute, like, oh, that's cute, that's really cute, that's really cute, you know? And some might say, I caught you, like, I hear you, I see you, you think I don't know? It's like somebody here is planning an escape, unless someone's planning an escape from like a jail, because you can plan an escape from a lot of things. It doesn't have to be a minor here, but that's just the first thing that popped in my head. Because it feels like someone here is like, we're not going to be told no. We're going to do it anyway. The more you tell somebody no, the more they want to. The more you put the bars, you close the bars behind them, the more they want out. You know, it's like defiance. This is completely defiant here. If you tell somebody they can't see someone, they'll sneak out. You know what I mean? They'll plan it, they'll find a way, they will do whatever they can, and it could be very irrational. But in their mind, they think it's rational. You know, you could have people here, even let's say it's adults, who they're like, you know what, they don't want us to be together. We'll hide it from them. We won't tell anyone we're together. Nobody has to know. I get that to a degree, because what people don't know, they can't ruin, because people try to ruin shit all the time. But maybe people are right. And I just picked that up in the other message I did for y'all, did I not? I picked up something about it. And as I sat with it longer and I got off and I was trying to literally sit there and edit that video, I got off that video, edited that video, and in the middle of me editing that video, I'm like, no, there is something off about the relationship. Maybe it's abusive. Maybe they hit each other. Maybe these are two people they've thrown hands at each other. It's not been healthy. Maybe they are codependent on one another with substances or whatever. And, you know, the people that really love these individuals are like, it's just not best. Maybe you guys end up together later on down the road. Maybe y'all both get help. I don't know. But for now, it's probably not a good idea. I mean, do what you want ultimately, especially if there's adults here. There's nothing anybody can do about adults. But also, even if there's an adult, it don't matter. If somebody's getting her ass beat by what she thinks is the love of her life, then vice versa, because men can get beat up too. It's like, then they should know that it's not really probably a good idea. So something is not a good idea here, and then yet anyway, because somebody is just hell-bent on something, they're defiant. And they're scheming up and planning up, you know, it's just like plans to be able to still do it and not have as much shit for it or get away with it or something, you know? Now, let's say it has nothing to do with relationships. I think 99% it does. People trying to hide relationships here. Oh, you say I can't. You know, like, let's say you got a person who's married. Sorry, I said I would not talk about it, but there's more shit popping in my head. Let's say you're married to somebody, right? Or someone here is. And, you know, you don't like the way they're talking to their friend. Maybe it's a little too comfortable here. You don't like how they're talking. It's a little too flirty. Or maybe you found some things that were inappropriate. Maybe you all out knew they were cheating, but you forgave them and stayed with them. Something here. Somebody called some shit out. They saw some shit and they were like, look, it makes me uncomfortable. I don't like it. Y'all don't talk to each other like that's your friend. You know? So this person was told to block that person or stop talking to them or not talk to them at a certain time. Like, why are you texting her at 3 in the morning? Why are y'all texting like that? So somebody here is like, okay, I won't do it anymore. But they just can't stay away. And so now they're like planning on how to see this person without anyone knowing. Because to them, they're like, well, I'm not really cheating. But if you got to do something like that, you are cheating, buddy or woman. You know, you got to do something like that. You are cheating. You got to hide something when your partner clearly said it makes someone comfortable. Now, I think that's a relationship that probably don't need to be together because there's no trust now. But some people stay together, and it's like one person I feel is still hiding something. 100%. That's what I feel. That's why we had to get a bonus. But let's say it has nothing to do with romantic love. Let's say you're going into a theater, and the theater clearly says no smoking. But somebody here is like, well, I've just got to smoke. But maybe they're out of their vape or something. I don't know. Maybe they don't vape. Maybe they hate the vape. Maybe they said, fuck the vape. Those are for pussies. I mean, I've heard people say it. Okay. I used to do it all. But I've heard people literally like smokers dogging the people who vape. It's all bad. It's all bad. And it can all kill you. But so can eating just regular food these days. Everything's fucking poisoned in our allegedly country. So anyway, you go to the theater and you see the no smoking sign. But then you're just like smoking. And then you're blowing it under the fucking chairs and shit. It literally said no, you know? Something that somebody's not supposed to be doing, they're doing it anyway. Smoking in school, smoking in a restaurant, something, anything that says don't do it, or anyone that's like advised against something, and it's like, well, do you know, or don't drink while you're on this medication. Somebody's gonna be drinking while they're on medication. Somebody here could be pregnant, and they were told not to do something while they were pregnant, like probably smoking. I'm seeing the person could be smoking while they're pregnant. Oh, it's just a couple, you know what I mean? I'm getting that here. Whether it's somebody definitely planning, scheming behind the scenes, how to get away with something, how to keep somebody, how to get them back, how to make it where nobody can say no, how to sneak away, or to make it where they're permanently stuck together. And let's say it's not minors doing that. You could have adults that do that too. People that they literally do things intentionally with people, like either try to get pregnant by them or get them pregnant intentionally so that they have to stay with them forever. Or have to deal with them forever, whether they stay together or not. It's like have to be around each other constantly, or something along those lines, right? You know what I'm saying? Or I'm gonna up and marry you. We're gonna run away. We're gonna get married. Something like that. That way we're like, they can't say no. They're not gonna get us. They're not gonna get us. That's what I'm hearing. They're not gonna get us. It's like really defiant though, because actually here, I understand that you're talking to me here. If y'all been watching me a while, who's defiant? This bitch. I am one of the most defiant people I've probably ever known, honestly. And I'm for defiance to a degree, to a healthy degree. But not when it puts your life in danger. Not when it puts another innocent life in danger, or several other innocent people's lives in danger. Like what you think may be someone who really loves you may go from hitting you to now holding up your family. Because now they feel like your family is the reason y'all can't be together. So now they want to get rid of them because they want to be with you. And then they're going to go right back to resuming the activities they did before. But that's love, right? So somebody here could be blinded by something, you know, and they need to take that into consideration, that maybe they're not seeing something, like a little selfish here, a little bit of just only seeing something their way, one way, blinded by it. I think you know why somebody's blinded by some shit here is because there's a really rough lesson someone's going to have to learn. It reminds me, I'm telling you, I'm not perfect. Do you think I'm perfect? I've literally lived so many fucked up examples of this in my own experience. Like, I can't even name them all. Y'all been with me a while. I've talked about so many things I've done. I mean, there's so many things that I've done where I'm like, oh my God. And then I think I know, and I think I'm good. And I'm like, oh, it's fine. I've got control of it. It's cool. And then later on, I end up learning some really big ass lesson. And I'm like, wow. Wow. It teaches you a lesson. I feel like someone here is going to end up learning a lesson, but they're going to have to learn it the hard way because they're just not listening. They think they know best, and they're going to do something. They're going to do several somethings that's actually really coming from a selfish place, but they don't realize that it is, because I don't think this is someone who realizes that they're doing something out of a selfish place, but maybe who they're dealing with is. Maybe who they're dealing with is doing something out of a selfish place. There's lies here. Yeah. There are lies here. I said there is lies. I can't see, like something's going on with my eye. trying to conceal something, trying to make it where people can't see it, people can't tell. And it's like, no, you can't tell. It's obvious. I feel like other people on the outside, they can fucking tell. Maybe you're one of those people. This could be entirely reversed, you know, but maybe you're one of those people, you can tell. You can tell, like, nobody can hide shit from you. You're like, you think I haven't been knowing this whole time? You know? Somebody's definitely been trying to hide something. Hide something, conceal something, whether it's a person, their behavior, something they're doing, an app, I don't know, a second phone. Like, someone's hiding some shit. You know, plans for the future. There's scheming, there's defiance, and there's illusion. There's a lot of illusion here. The whole damn thing's illusion. 26 seconds on the clock. I think it's really unfair to the people around, the other people on the outside. If you're one of them, I think it's unfair to you, because you guys are the ones that are stressing about it when clearly you see something that another person just isn't seeing, and it could really tell off on you eventually. So you have to, depending on who this is, because if it is a minor, then you kind of have to deal with the stress because it's your responsibility until, you know what I mean? But at a certain degree, depending on who this is for, and if they're of the age of accountability or like legal age to take care of themselves, you have to at some point, I mean, just kind of let go of the reins a little bit. I mean, they're gonna do what they want to do anyway, but that's hard to say when you know somebody's like involved in some not great shit, or with somebody that's just pulling the wool over their eyes, or somebody who could really get them hurt, put them in danger, or doing something to themselves that could really get them hurt, or their children, or their child, or babies, or whatever, themselves hurt. Like, you know, I sense somebody hiding a lot here. Hiding addictions, relapsing. I sense somebody relapsing here, relapsing on a person, relapsing on drugs, relapsing on alcohol, relapse is here. Relapse and defiance, that's what this is. Relapse, defiance, and lies. Hiding, concealing, saying you won't do something and then doing it anyway. Or saying one won't do something and doing it anyway. I don't know if it's you. I said you. So anyway, I mean, it gets to the point where like everybody gets drained over this. That's why I was feeling drained in the other one. Sorry, I gotta close my eyes. There's something in my freaking eye. It gets to the point where you can't handle it anymore. It's just, it's too much, and it's like I'm gonna throw my hands up in the air because it's I'm done. Like, I really, it's taken a toll on me, and you know. So I feel like stress is high. Stress will be high if this hasn't happened yet. And I sense like a really big lesson coming down the road. I don't sense it right now. My pen is leaking all over me. Yesterday it was all over my neck. It's kind of gone now, but yeah. I sense a major lesson coming for someone here. Major. It's probably, unfortunately, going to be really brutal. And it may take a year. Maybe it takes 6 months. Maybe it takes 6 days, 6 weeks. I don't know. That's all up to the universe, you know. But I do sense that because I've been there. I've fucking been there. Time and time again. With way more than one situation. So I don't have to, I mean, anybody could sense that. It's going to happen. Like someone here, because they're not doing something for their highest good or for the highest good of people around them, you know. But they have a hard time seeing it. They're just, for some reason, they can't. Sometimes it's like that, you know. And so the universe will make it where it's like, okay, I'm going to give you a couple more shots to see, and then, you know, sometimes you just, it's just going to be one of those, it'll be a lesson. And you know, sometimes it's the person themselves never really learns the lesson, or the people themselves never learns the lesson. It's the people on the outside who learn the lesson. And the lesson they learn is when to say, you know what, I can't hold on to it anymore. I can't stress about it anymore. If they're not worried about it, then I can't be. As much as I'm going to be anyway, I can't be, because it's killing me. They're never going to change their situation. And that's hard to think like that, because you try not to think negative, you know what I mean? You try not to think negative, but then you do. I know this message isn't for everybody, but for whoever it's for, hopefully it helped. Thank you guys for being here with me, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.